everybody, this is a divine union reading and light language healing transmission. It's for the divine union, and the focus here is on really grounding the higher aspects of your relationship into reality, and clearing away what is old and outworn, really shifting to that higher timeline and bringing it into physical manifestation. Really, the themes we're working on, we're continuing with the worthiness theme, and really clearing away any aspects of self that feel unworthy of this amazing divine love and divine union and sacred union, and aligning to the worthiness and to the love itself, to clear out those lower patterns of trauma and being let down and not being met. So the themes down here are about it's too good to be true, it's not going to really happen in the real world. There's also a theme of the planets at the moment, and the cosmic energy is really pulling you together. It's the magnetism, reaching out, working together, focusing on it, plus the divine energies working in your favor to bring you together. Afraid you're going to meet someone else before I'm ready to be with you for good. So there's those fears, the not trusting the divine timing, not trusting the process, being scared it's not going to happen. It's really about being concerned it's not going to happen, either because it's too good to be true and that doesn't happen from my past experiences, I can't expect it. I also pulled a card this morning which was miracles, expect miracles. So that's the card that we're bringing in, expect miracles, and that will be the antidote for this, expecting the worst. So expecting that they're going to meet someone else and that they're not going to choose you because you took too long, and the fear that it's just too good to be true doesn't work on the ground. So those are the themes. So we've got the electromagnetism. So these are real forces on the earth really happening, and it's the vibe that we give off through our thoughts, our emotions, our intentions, that create what we magnetically draw towards us. And this part is about the actual breathing through those intentions into the real world. So the breath is something that comes from the ethers. We breathe it in and it becomes part of our physical body, like food. But breath is actually air. It's not substance as such in the same way. So it's something that we alchemize into manifestation. So we're going to use those principles to bring in the positive expectations and therefore the positive manifestations. So this first card, so we can see this is a progression from what we're coming from and what's happening currently to what the outcome's going to be if we continue that process. And these are the different levels. This is really like the action from the emotional intentions. This is what's happening in the material world to bring that in. And these are the fears really, or what's happening psychologically, unconsciously, to assist you, really what we're transmuting, the fears we're transmuting out, the energies coming in to help that. So these strengthening of bonds, this is the Ace of Pentacles in the traditional deck, which is always a starting, an opportunity, an energy coming in the material world. But what this is about really focusing on the grounding, on your relationships on the ground, your relationship with yourself and your relationship with others on the ground, like the actual day-to-day life relating, and what comes up for you, what works, what doesn't work, and working through them. The electricity is like the powerful spark, it's like the lightning, it's the unlimited power within you, and so the lightning grounds, right? It's powerful, moving energy, like moving, it's fast, it's loud, and you can bring someone back to life, you know, CPR. So it's like that moving into your physical relationships, grounding, that like lightning grounds, you know, it like strikes whatever it is that is conductive, that brings it into the ground. It's like the grounding of the powerful force, and that's what you're doing. You're grounding divine love, you're grounding divine union, and you're the vessel that's grounding that, like lightning might strike a metal pole. You are the vessel that grounds that. So and in your partnerships, your divine counterpart is the other vessel, and you're grounding that together. So this is about how does it work on the ground, what happens at that level, and just getting that, working through that. And at the base of what's stopping that grounding is that I'm afraid this relationship is too good to be true, and I pull away in fear. So if you're pulling away in fear, you can't ground that divine love, right? It just means you're working through it to clear your vessel so that you can be the grounding force for that. The magnetism, attraction, you're magnetically attracted together, because you are a pair. The planets right now are helping to heal you. They're trying to heal this issue and this issue, and anything else that's in the way of you coming together in this, as this electromagnetic force that affects the world around you. Surrender to the changes. And this is saying that, so this is traditionally the Three of Pentacles, which is about co-creation with others. And this is in a divine union reading. This is really about coming together and working together consciously and co-creating, not codependence, co-creating. So part of clearing codependence is to become very independent on your own. So you're not looking to somebody else to complete you or to make things easier for you, or any of the other lower relationship reasons for coming together, you know, for convenience or for financial, to make it easier financially if there's two people earning money, all that kind of thing. So this card to me represents having come into that independence, and maybe becoming very used to being independent now, and shifting to now realizing, now you know you can do everything on your own, coming to, and that you don't need someone, and that if you're with someone, it's because they enhance your life, they bring you joy, you enjoy them, not because you need them. So there's not a push-pull. So once you've come into that balance, after the Two of Pentacles is a card of balancing, you now can co-create with your counterpart, and that's the point where you're really magnetically attracted together in a balanced way, and it's where the electro meets the magnetism. So we've examined how we are in relationship to ourselves and in relationship to others. And we're aware what we need in a relationship, what our values are, how we meet with others and what doesn't meet. And now we're coming together from wholeness into unity with our counterpart. And the universe is helping us because there is a natural magnetism. We are pulled to them. And then we're repelled as well, pulling away, and we're pulled together, and then we pull away, and this is concluding that. So it's like we're healing that runner chaser dynamic. We're healing the runner, healing the running away based on any self-worth or low expectation or past experiences. We're healing it and we're surrendering to the changes, and we're coming together in wholeness. So then here, this is the Tower card. This is where anything old, outworn, outdated comes down, and we rebuild at the higher level. There's the electricity striking and grounding the divine plan. You see the electricity there striking her. It's like, right, that's the divine grounding, and everything that's not aligned to that is going to come down. So any old relationship patterns, any fears holding you back, any ways that you weren't able to co-create with others because you were still in your own process, they're coming down now, and the divine lightning, the divine power is coming through you, and I can see that continuing down through, grounding through into her there, and she's breathing it into being. She's breathing in the divine inspiration, the divine energy, the divine union, the divine love, the higher relationship templates, and she's breathing it in, and she's holding it in the stillness as it moves through her and informs all her cells, and informs her mind, informs her heart, informs all her energy bodies, and breathing it out into the world. So she's breathing in the new, she's breathing out the old, she's making it real, she's bringing it into this realm of existence, into the 3D reality, into material world, into physical being. And what she's clearing out is the lack of trust in the divine timing, the lack of trust in where we are now, the lack of trying to control timing, trying to control outcomes. It feels like we've just shifted a timeline. So we've shifted the potential reality of your counterpart or yourself getting your physical world needs met with another person, and the counterpart in the distance watching. That's just shifted. Aligned with this divine force, divine intervention coming in, bringing the twin flames, bringing the divine unions together. Okay, everybody, so expect miracles, because the universe is bringing those attractive forces together, the magnetism together. Surrender to the changes, drink lots of water, listen as many times as you need to. It goes a level deeper every time. Blessings, everyone.